Welcome, Outpost 31. Sergeant Solstice here playing Axis 9's Global 1940 House Rule game against Crockett 36, Japan Turn 2 of Operation No Limits. So we're going to buy 3 tech dice for 15. These, if they don't hit, they carry over. And on the first technology, you can target a technology. And then for 24, we're going to build 3 artillery in a minor factory. And the technology that we're going for is advanced artillery for Japan. So if one of these pops a 6, we will get advanced artillery. And then, yeah, all right. So we're going for advanced artillery. Japan, we get a 6 and 2 ones. That's actually pretty good. So this is advanced artillery. These carry over. So that's nice. So we have, Japan has advanced artillery. I like that. And then we have 2 dice to carry over to the next turn. I'll put those in Tokyo. One thing to remember, Croc, the 2 cards that I pulled for the Allies on before the game started was radar and advanced artillery. And then for the Axis, it was rockets and paratroopers. So I'm not sure who you gave this to, but you said that Russia has war bonds and radar. So let me know who has. I think you gave them both to Russia. So Russia should have this also. But Japan has, I'm going to put that roundel down there now. Advanced artillery. So what's Japan going to do? So we're not going to go to war yet against the Allies. So we're going to send. So anyways, this commander's card I think is excellent. Like if I was playing China, I would want that. It just allows you, like if you don't get wiped out, just retreat, keep retreating. Combats for Japan. We'll send 2 infantry from Johar to Suion. That's worth 1 for Japan and 1 off China. Then we send 1 infantry from Onway to Hope. That's 1 more for Japan and 1 off China. We're gonna send. We'll send 1 infantry from Guangxi. No, we don't. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna no. Never mind. We can just blitz that. Take a tank and go 1. You have to make the sound effect. Yee. And then you blitz Yunnan and go right into Hunan. And that's worth 1 for Japan, 1 off China. Other combats, I think that's it. Yeah, we're not attacking the Allies. So everything else is non-combat moves. So we're going to send 2, 3, 4, 5. We're sent 8 infantry from Guangxi to Hunan. Tank is there. We're going to send 3 artillery from Guangxi to Hunan. From Onway, we'll leave an infantry in Onway and we'll send everything else to 1 infantry goes to Guangxi. We'll send the artillery from Onway to Hunan. We'll send I'd like to keep these guys here, I think. but the mech from Anhui goes to Hunan. Figure out what I'm going to do with those planes in a minute. But from Tokyo, air transport. 2 air transports from Tokyo are going to go 1, 2, 3, and drop off 2 infantry into Manchuria. And they will go back to Tokyo. 2 transports from C-Zone 6 are going to take 2 infantry and 2 artillery, and they're going to move. These are the transports. These transports are going to go 1, 2, 3 down to C-Zone 36. We're going to drop off 2 infantry and 2 artillery into Guangxi. The 2 TAC bombers that are there are going to move up to Hunan. The 4 fighters that are in Guangxi move to Hunan. I think that might be it that I can see. Oh yeah, another thing you didn't have. My bombers are in Tokyo also, Croc. And what am I going to do with these? They're going to stay there. Actually, we could pick those guys up. The transport, one transport from 30 can go to 37. Pick up these 2 infantry and drop them off into Guangxi. Do that. And then we'll leave. Yeah, we'll leave these guys here. This artillery that's in Jiangxi is going to move up to Hunan. And I think we'll call that done. Quick Japanese turn. The fleet's going to stay there. He's got a factory and a naval base in Alaska. So we've got to worry about that. So we're going to place our units. We're going to place a factory in Shantung. And we're going to place 3 artillery in Shanghai. And we have advanced artillery. We have 2 dice to roll yet. As far as income goes, Japan's on 32. $32 plus 10. For not being at war with the U.S. and unprovoked attack on the Allies, and we did not take French Indochina. And so a recap for Japan will be Guangxi has 4 infantry, 2 artillery. C-Zone 36 has 5 transports, 2 destroyers, cruiser, aircraft carrier with 2 fighters, infantry on Palau, 2 infantry AA gun Carolines. There's 3 infantry in Jiangxi. In Hunan, 10 infantry, 1 tank, 1 mech, 2 dive bombers, 4 fighters, 5 artillery. Kiangsi, 3 infantry. Kiangsu, Shanghai is 3 artillery, 1 infantry in Anhui, 1 infantry in Hopei, 2 infantry in Suion. There's an infantry in Iwo Jima. Up here in Manchuria, what is there? 5. That's 10. There's 10. There's 11. 12. 13 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 artillery, 3 dive bombers, 1 AA gun, and 1 fighter. Sea Zone 6, 2 destroyers, 2 subs, 1 cruiser, 2 battleships, 2 aircraft carriers with 4 fighters. Iwo has an infantry. Tokyo has 2 bombers, 3 AA guns, 3 divers, and 2 air transports, but I'm not sure if that's where I want them to go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. They'll stay here. And that is Japan Turn 2. Schulte out.